Hi everyone, we're back with from the FanStands. We're back with another video. Today I'm back with my both of my friends again.
Nice,
So,
nice to meet you again.
today we're going to talk about the future games, upcoming games in the EPL.
It sounded
So
very weird as a future games.
the upcoming games in the
I
EPL.
didn't foresee
So the first game that we're going to talk about is the Palace Liverpool game, which is on Saturday, I believe. So Mohsen, uh, what do you think? Is Liverpool going to win it?
They should, based on the run of forms, and Palace has slipped. I mean, you expected a lot from them at the start. They were sixth, but I think they're around 12th at this moment.
Yeah.
They have fallen through. Some of the players haven't been performing, like
True.
Zaha, the main striker, Milovic, and a few of their key players like Andros Townsend and. I think they were very poor in the transfer market as well. They did not find a good replacement for Van Bissaka, who went to Manchester United in the summer. So they have been struggling. They had a good start. I mean, they've had good results. They've managed to beat Manchester United at Old Trafford, and they managed to hold out for a draw against Arsenal at the Emirates. But now Liverpool is a totally different ballgame at this moment. Very high on confidence, winning against Manchester City at home on Anfield. But this time they're going to be travelling away to Selhurst Park in the south of London.
Yeah, but what do you think about the injuries issue? Especially, look, I believe 5 players are right now injured.
Five players are injured. Two of them are very key ones and important. Andrew Robertson on the left back, and Mohamed Salah again injured, who plays at the front on the right side. So this is a very big concern because in order to win the title, to have a very successful season, we need a 100% fit Mohamed Salah.
Well, I don't feel that Liverpool should be really worried about this fixture. At least I'm not going to talk about Liverpool, but I'm going to take Jurgen Klopp in this point because I feel that the manager has full faith in his team and he has faith in his youth team as well. So my point is, if, despite the injuries and despite everything else, I feel that Liverpool, with the current form they're in, and coming at the back of a win against City, I feel that they'd be confident enough to handle this game. And I guess if you're looking at a team uh, that you feel is a title-winning team or a title-challenging team, I feel even going away and playing against a team like Crystal Palace shouldn't be as much of a challenge as possible.
It
But
might.
what about fatigue? Because most of the players at Liverpool did play for the during the international break, but
So
Palace
see,
players did not.
Hassan, again, I'll bring up this point again. When you're talking about a team and you're talking about a complete team, which I personally feel that Liverpool is this season, you talk about you call a team a complete team on the not only on the basis of probably winning one match or two, or possibly not only winning at home or possibly not on the basis of having stars in their team. Uh, you talk about churning out results day in day out, game out, irrespective of how however busy your schedule may be, irrespective of how difficult the stadium that they're going to could be. So my point is here, when you're talking about Liverpool and the kind of quality that they've actually shown themselves to have, in fact, being the champions of Europe, the defending champions of Europe, that's a big deal. So I don't think that playing another game or fatigue could be a reason why a team like Liverpool should be worried about. That's not exactly an element that would worry me
Yes,
about them
that
at the
is.
moment.
I agree. It's Crystal Palace, and lucky enough that they're not in the best of forms themselves, because Chelsea had a comfortable win against them at Stamford Bridge, and Palace, because as I mentioned at the start, their main key players aren't in form, so Liverpool can capitalize on on this fixture. But the thing is that why I'm worried, because Mohamed Salah is frequently getting injured this season. Now
I was
very
about to get to that
he was
point.
badly missed against Manchester United. Might have been a different ball game if he was fit.
100%.
And he was out of form after coming from injury, he required a few
couple of
matches,
games. Yes.
and just when he found form against Manchester City at the right time, at the right moment, and he got injured again. So it is frustrating for the fans, and I'm sure it must be for the player as well.
But one more question that I have from you is that Salah this season has been very injury prone.
Mhm.
Why do you think that is so? As in, is it because he's been used a lot? Is it because he's not getting the right kind of
I think
physiotherapy?
he's not getting the right kind of rest, I believe. I mean, the matches have been so intense. I mean, if you see against Manchester City, it wasn't an easy match. These are matches where you have to be on your toes every time. You cannot take it easy. Even after the 3-0 lead, Liverpool were looking to try and get more and more goals,
Mm.
because these are matches where the opposition can take the game away if you become lackluster for 5-10 minutes. That we've seen that happen in football. So you cannot take anything easy. But I think he hasn't got the right amount of rest. He's been rushed into games. He got injured at the start, and then just gets a rest of a week or so, and then he's coming back into the first team frame.
I think
So
that's
maybe I think
down to
that
the
is the
player
only
as well.
reason.
That's down to the player as
No,
well.
I guess
sometimes.
more
The
than
player wants
as
to
well.
play the match.
Agreed, and I feel that, but that there's another entity in the club that needs to take responsibility of that, and that's definitely the manager.
This is the
at the end
problem.
of the
See,
day, the manager.
Liverpool, my concern again and again, I repeat that they lack depth. I mean, they have players on the bench, but they do not have experience, and you do not have anyone with the same quality as Mohamed Salah possesses on that bench to come and replace him on the right hand side. One player who I think of can be a good replacement is Xherdan Shaqiri. The problem is he was injured himself for the last couple of weeks.
And Jordan
And
Sakiri is heard to be,
yeah, he is
Yeah,
probably about to
having his
leave
last season here.
He's might leave in January, or his might be his last season. And I don't know, for some reason Klopp doesn't favor him. I think probably Origi will start
on the
ahead of
on the
Shaqiri.
left, and Mane would move to the right.
Yeah, so it's going to be that way, and or probably Firmino and Origi might swap positions, so it's going to be something like that. And or Firmino might play at the back, and Mane and Origi might be the two playing as strikers up front. And James Milner, sorry,
Mhm.
we come to a point.
Go for it.
James Milner, yes, he's getting older and older day by day, so doesn't have the same legs as Robertson has, or
Agreed.
cannot cross the ball like Robertson, but have to, make do with him, and he'll probably play as a makeshift left back.
But you've talked about Salah having a busy schedule and being rushed into games. From the point of view that I'm looking at the situation is that I'm looking at Salah, and Salah as a player who has a long career ahead. But my point is, isn't this a bit too alarming that he's been fairly injury prone this season, and wouldn't could this possibly mean put him into the category of probably another? I wouldn't want to compare him with this player, but
What
just for the sake of questioning, in the category of possibly another Bale, or from United Luke Shaw.
It can be. I mean, ankle injury. I've seen from obviously I'm not an expert on physios and injuries, but
Agreed.
all I can say is ankle injuries. These problems are always recurring. We've seen in the
Yes.
case of one of the greatest players, Hassan. You might agree with me, Luis Ronaldo of Brazil.
Hmm.
Yes.
His career was plagued by that ankle he had.
Ankle and
Ankle
knee.
and knee, so these injuries, they recur now. You have to use them very carefully, very wisely. This is where Klopp, as you rightly pointed out, the manager needs to realize and
Step in.
understand
Stand over it.
that who are the players I should have, and he should often get might not start every game now, because he needs to be well rested,
Agreed.
well prepared, and I don't think he's playing full 90 minutes in the past
Yes,
few
he's
weeks
been
as well.
substituted.
So they need to get someone on that right hand side. They have a couple of youngsters in the squad, but I don't think they're ready to come and take his place at the moment. So let's see. I think it is Palace right now. I still expect a win from Liverpool,
Definitely.
and if you ask, I think should be a 2-1 win to Liverpool.
Okay.
I would go for possibly like a 2-0 or a 3-0 win.
2-0.
Okay, one more thing. Talking about managerial skill. So there's one more point that it's about Fabinho. Fabinho has been carrying a yellow card, four yellow cards.
Yeah.
And this match against Crystal Palace, and the next match is against Brighton.
Mhm.
So won't it be prudent for Klopp to play Fabinho in this match
Think
and pick up a yellow card so that
should go for it. He's already missing a few key players in that defense
yeah.
as well as in the attack. So I just go for it, even if he gets the fifth yellow and misses
And Brighton's
through
match.
suspension. So
Yes,
you have a
so-
few easy fixtures at the moment. Not easy. It's not.
Easier.
Don't want to underestimate by saying easy.
Even going
for any
against
match.
Brighton, and going there without Fabinho, playing against them without Fabinho,
Should be easier.
isn't a big deal,
Yeah, so that's
because-
that's what I'm saying. They should play Fabinho
Yeah.
and go for
Agreed.
even if he gets a yellow
100%.
card.
They still have good options in midfield. I mean, Naby Keita, if he's doing well, he can come in.
And
Fabinho, Oxlade-Chamberlain can come in, but he's a very different type of player.
Weird
than
point
Fabinho.
though, I think if I was a manager there, which I'm not, I would rather want my player to, if I was in, if I had a team like Liverpool, I would rather want a player like Fabinho, and as instrumental as he's been in the season,
Definitely.
I would want him to, pick another yellow card sooner than later. Why?
Yeah.
Because now they're going to be hitting a very heavy, busy
Yes.
They will,
schedule.
they will.
That's my point exactly.
Exactly, and they would definitely, require actually a player like Fabinho there
For the
and
big
his
matches.
presence. Exactly. So I feel that right now playing Fabinho every game right now, so that even if he picks up a yellow card, his slate's wiped off and he starts off fresh. That would actually be very crucial.
I agree with you, and Robertson will also not be there, so Fabinho needs to be there. Someone who
Agreed.
can at least control the ball from deep
Agreed.
within the mid and link with that defense.
Control
And
the game.
expect a lot of attack from the right, because as Robertson might not be there if Milner starts on the left. So expect a lot of attack from the right if Mane is on the right, as well as Alexander-Arnold is going to be very key. He's the one who's Liverpool's going to be relying on him to provide those balls in the box.
All right. So 2-1 from your side, 2-0 from my from
2-3-0, as in I'm not exactly.
Okay, he expects a clean sheet for Liverpool.
Yeah,
so-
I expect to Palace to score as well. So 2-1
Okay.
from my side as well.
Fair enough.
So let's see how it goes. So I guess that's about it for the match and the video. Everyone, do remember to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel. Also leave comments. Your comments are the only way we can communicate with you, and do tell us what you think about the match. Do you think you agree with us about the Fabinho yellow card thing and Salah's injury? Or do you think is he being managed properly or not?
And more than your comments being the only way to possibly communicate with you, it's actually one of the most important ways that we will grow as a channel as well. We will grow as a team as
and
well.
we've had a few comments, and
Understand.
don't worry, we are taking some steps and looking into it.
100%.
So just keep in touch with us and do let us know about anything, like on what do we need to improve on and what do you want us to talk about, what
And
topics have we missed out
We're
on.
also on Instagram now,
We're also
just
on
by the
Instagram.
way. So you can go on TheFanStands, stands with an S at the end. You can search for us and follow us on Instagram as well.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nafez.